It's week 13 of the Simulation Football League season. Two teams are looking to improve their playoff seeding. Mexico City looking to lock up a secure spot and avoid wild card weekend with a win. Las Vegas, an expansion team trying to crash its way through the party. They need to win. That's one part of the equation, but they also need some help. It's Las Vegas. It's Mexico City. It's a Western Conference showdown for all the marbles. Simulation FL. You are looking live at a sold-out Silver State Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, for this presentation of the Simulation Football League Network, presented by APM Music on YouTube. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Colin Northrup, along with my color man, Rick Northrup.
Good afternoon. Try the third slot from the end.
And we have a Titanic showdown for you as Las Vegas, as a first-year expansion team, looks to crash the party. And Mexico City is looking to secure their home playoff seeding by having to avoid Wild Card Wednesday.
Lots of playoff implications here this afternoon, eh, Colin?
Certainly indeed, as Cale Barrett calls the coin toss for Mexico City. And it's tails, and Las Vegas will receive, putting Tom Rahman and Robert Redford on the field together. Cole Varner has the ball all teed up, and we're ready to go. Kick it. Goes back deep to Max Jackson. Yard out of his own end zone, cuts across, past the 20, close to the 25, but we have a flag down.
There's a flag on the play.
Oh, we have a personal foul face mask.
Right off the bat.
On Zeta for Mexico City. So the Fury get bumped up to the 39. Let's bring you that Vegas offense we'll be seeing today. Quarterback number 11, Thomas Rahman. Wide receivers number 81, John Blades. Number 16, Brett Funk. The tailback is number 28, Robert Redford. We'll get to the rest of the moment as Rahman changes the play. Throws a quick out to the sideline to John Blades, and that's a 4-yard pickup on first down.
6 yard. They're going to mark him out after a gain of 6, bringing up 2nd and 4.
And for Mexico City on defense, they have linebacker Jack Brown, number 42. Free safety Jeffrey Daggs. And his brother Nick Daggs is the backup as Rahman throws down the middle of the field. Oh, it's dropped. Jeffrey Daggs had his hand on it.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
And
well defended and a slightly errant pass. Almost a disaster in the first possession, Colin.
And rounding out the key players for Mexico City on defense are the cornerbacks, number 38, Fran Agawa, and number 24, King Wallace. As the throw goes out to number 17, Mario Cobretti, who catches it for the first down to the 45 of Mexico City.
Cobretti throws a little spin move there in for good measure.
We have Redford in the backfield. Solomon Crow, the fullback, in front of him. As the give is to Redford, and Redford rumbles through the middle of the field, picks up 4 yards on his first carry of the game.
Yeah, running out of that offset eye, which is a staple of the SFL, Colin. Indeed.
Indeed it is.
Indeed, Rick.
As there's a look at Jack Brown, also hosts the SFL podcast weekly. As we get a look at the I formation from Vegas, here's the give once again to Redford up the middle, and he only grinds out a yard, if that.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Jack Brown in the neighborhood.
Well, an early little test here for the Fury.
And their 3rd overall pick, Tom Rahman. They've relied heavily on Robert Redford in past games we covered of them. Let's see, with his team's playoff chances on the line, see if Rahman can step up. Throws to Brett Funk, and Funk is able to turn the corner and get the first down.
Those ballerina lessons in his childhood pay off there as he's able to tippy-toe down the line and pick up the needed yardage for the first down, Colin.
Thanks, Mom, he says as he goes out of bounds. Funk actually the higher drafted of the two receivers. Lower drafted of the two receivers. He was 39th overall as Redford gets a 2-yard carry up the middle. Jack Brown brings him down for the stop. Along with the reserve player Carlos Powers, number 56. We have a 2nd and 8. And Redford gets stopped in the backfield for a loss.
Where's your sergeant? Blow it up, sir.
And
they'd seen enough of Mexico City. Had seen enough of them running out of that standard eye or the offset eye.
Nick Daggs just beat the pulling guard, pulling around, and that was too easy of a play.
So now, with Mexico City cheating, Colin, will they throw out of a play action here?
They got a bunch formation to the top, 4 wide overall. Rahman with a 7-step drop, has a good pocket, lets this go, but Jack Brown knocks it away.
Jack Brown, not only did he knock it away, he dropped it. It was thrown right to him.
Forgot to mention the special teamers for Vegas. They have the only contracted punter in the league, undrafted rookie free agent Dustin McRack, along with the undrafted place kicker number 1, Matt Rage. We'll see McRack for the first time today. Jeffrey Daggs waiting back deep. More on that family in a moment.
Ooh.
As the punt is nearly blocked. But McRack downs this inside the 20. They'll mark it out of bounds at the 15. And we'll get our first look at the Hall of Famer, the Bronze Bomber, Matt Wilson, number 12 out of Syracuse.
Absolutely. Yeah, the McCrack family is very interesting. Dustin's older brother, Phil, never really caught on. Not sure why.
As Ray Bentley is the man in the backfield, and Bentley will get this first carry. He's wrapped up for a loss of 2. We already talked about Matt Wilson. Ray Bentley just introduced himself to us. And
you know, in that kind of a play, usually the offense will forget to seal the backside, and there's a risk of being run down from behind. And that time, they forgot to block the front side.
Richard Montague, number 86, and Cale Barrett, number 19, are the wide receivers. As Wilson drops back to throw, will swing this out to Bentley, and Bentley picks up good yardage and gets tackled by Levon Irvine, as well as number 50, Chuck Warsaw.
That was a nice stop. That could have been a bigger play. Part of that tackle, though, appeared to consist of a choking maneuver, but no flag thrown on that, Colin.
We have a 3rd and 8. Mike Daggs, the tight end, number 83, flexed out of the formation. Vegas showing blitz. As the pass goes, it's over the middle, and Merrick Itera, the team's lone contracted corner, nearly came up with that one. And Mexico City will be forced to punt.
Yeah, and Wilson had the right idea. He saw the blitz, and that meant quick slant, and he and the receiver were on the same page. They just couldn't get done right there. Very tight coverage and well defended.
Alex Lopez standing back around his own 2-yard line will kick this away to Max Jackson, a very dangerous kickoff return man, but an exceptional punt man as well, and he runs this all the way back to his team's own 49-yard line.
Yeah, you can see the snap was to the left of the punter, Colin, and he corrals that and hurries his kick and still gets a good kick away. A lot of times hurried kick results in a shank or just some other malfunction.
2 receivers to the bottom for Vegas. Redford is the deep back in the I formation. He will get it this time, and he tries to swing wide, but Mexico City pursues and drops him at the line of scrimmage.
Mexico City, they go. Las Vegas goes back to the well, and Mexico City says, "We've made some adjustments." Fury. We'll see how much longer Las Vegas sticks with that. Robert Redford off left tackle or around left end.
Same formation as before. As this time they'll throw. And it goes out to Redford on a little swing, and he nearly picked up the first down by himself. That was a pickup of 9.
I didn't catch the number on the for the Aztecs, but they had him dead to rights, and somehow the lead defender took a bad angle, and Redford turns on the jets and scoots down the sideline.
It's a 3rd and 1. From the Aztec 42, Robert Redford in the offset eye, this time to the right. And here's the give to Redford on 3rd and 1, and he picks up about 2 yards for the first down.
Sometimes you just got to focus on the task at hand, and that was moving the sticks. Leonard Skinner called to say, nothing fancy.
They have the tight end flexed out this time, number 86, it looks like, Raymond Tango. And they'll give to the flexed outside as Redford picks up 6 yards. So getting a steady dose of Robert Redford early is this Aztec defense.
Well, they want to get him warmed up and give him a feel for the game because he is one of the keys to the success of the Fury offense.
2 wide receivers to the top, 2 tight ends. Redford in the gun with Rahman, the 3rd overall pick, and Tom goes that way, but he threw into triple coverage, and that was nearly trouble as
he's going to get an earful on the sideline, Colin, as he was bound and determined to throw to him, and it was triple coverage. That ball never should have been thrown.
As Wallace Island very nearly claimed another football. At 3rd and 6, 4 wide receivers, 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Robert Redford, the single back. And Rahman will take a medium drop back, has to step up in the pocket, lets it go, but it'll be 3 yards short of the sticks. Tackle made by Nick Daggs on Brett Funk. And another punt for Vegas. Or they might trot out the field goal kicker. We'll see. And they do trot out.
It'll be a 49-yarder. It should be just inside the range. Oh.
Snap was kind of bobbled, but the kick is away, and it is good from 49 yards away. Matt Rage drills one home for the first points of the ball game.
Yeah, to be fair to the holder, backup QB Cole Trickle, that snap was a bad snap, not a bobble on his part. Did a nice job of picking it up off the turf and getting good placement on it to convert the try.
So with 3:55 left in this quarter, Vegas is in front 3-0 over Mexico City. And the kick goes to the 5-yard line. Jeffrey Daggs on the return. Look out. He almost broke a tackle. Otherwise, he would have been gone.
Nice return. Nice to see. A little surprise there as he meanders his way to the right side of the coverage formation and gets good field position for the Aztecs.
As we got 3 wide receivers with Dax flexed out as the third one. Here's the give to Bentley. And Ray Bentley with his first big carry. He's up over the 50, to the 40, to the 35 is where they'll mark him down.
You noticed Fury, if they show this again, Fury was showing blitz like they had at the end of the last series. And once he got behind the line of scrimmage, it was Katie bar the door.
And then we'll go over this Vegas defense for you in a sec. The cornerback is number 39, Merrick Itera. The safeties are number 35, Anthony Weil. Number 46, Jack Burton. And number 37, Max Jackson. The linebacker is number 99, Levon Irvine. And, of course, the defensive tackle is number 98, Big Mike Fats Johnson, as Boyka knocks that away from Montague. 6'3", 205, fourth-year wide receiver. So there's a look at a former member of the Tallahassee Pride came over to the Fury during the veteran signing period for expansion teams. As Bentley up the middle and Ray will pick up about 4 yards.
It's up 3rd and 6. You know, and Colin, we forgot to mention that you're enjoying the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on YouTube.
We have a 3rd and 6 from the Vegas 30. And Bentley is in the offset eye to the left-hand side. And the Hall of Famer will drop the throw, but it'll be dropped on the ground instead.
Indeed.
Andrew Scott, playing opposite Fats Johnson, broke through first along with Harley Stone.
He was getting held a little bit there, too, on that play, and he still is able to get the TFL here with 2:16 and counting in the first. We got a field goal attempt.
From Cole Varner, number 15, the man with the atomic leg. He's got a boomer, and he kicks this one right down the middle from 50 yards away.
Holy smoke. He's got some more gas in that tank, and you better believe the Aztec sideline's taking note of that. As well as the Fury. Their line of death in terms of stopping Mexico City is a little further out than what they thought.
And Varner knots his game up at 3 as both of these contracted kickers are showing that kickers are people too. And the kick is away. Fielded by Jackson about a yard deep across the 20. And it'll be marked down at the 24. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't. Last I heard, there were 6 likes on this video. It helps support the league and lets us know that people like what we do. Isn't that right, Rick?
Absolutely. SFL depends on listeners, viewers.
As the throw over the middle is complete.
And fans like you.
To John Blades, the 6'4", 225 rookie wide receiver who was picked 23rd in round 2, comes down with a nice catch. Look at that. It was low, right where the defender could get it.
Indeed. Just checking some of the stats there. Don't forget to bang the like button. forget to join the chat if you're so inclined.
And Redford is the single back. They give it to him out of 4-wide look, and he carries a man forward for 2 yards.
He does. He drug LaVon Irvine with him across the line of scrimmage for a small game.
You're looking at the wrong thing.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I come on the wrong one. Mauricio Zita. Mauricio. That's fun to say.
Out of formation. Rahman quick drop. Pops this one for Cobretti, but it was too far out in front. Incomplete. 3rd and 8 coming.
Colin, was Cobretti diving to try and make a play on the ball, or was he tripped, pushed, or in some other way interfered with?
I don't know. It looked like he was diving for the ball.
Let's hope so.
There's a look at Dorian Lopez. Mexico City has no contracted defensive linemen. One of a handful of teams that do so across the SFL. As the throw goes out to Redford, and Redford had a long way to go, but King Wallace comes up and knocks him down at the 42, and it'll be another punt for Vegas for Dustin McRack.
You know, sometimes you got a lot of room to run, and maybe you're looking down or you're making sure you secured the catch, and the defender is just coming at you so quickly there's no time to react. I think that's what happened to Redford that time, as talented as he is.
As the punt is away, it's a pretty good punt. Hangs up in the air for almost 4.5 seconds, and Jeffrey Daggs returns it to the 21.
As we're in the waning seconds of the first quarter, Colin. Don't forget Richard's Printworks, official SFL gear provider. Get custom shirts, polos, jackets. Anything is possible. And built just for you.
As we have split backs for Mexico City. Vegas shifting everybody around. 2 receivers to the bottom of the picture. Wilson back to throw in the face of a blitz. Let's just go to Cale Barrett for the first down to the 35.
Colin, that was a manly play right there. Look at how the pocket is just coming in on him, and he stands there.
That's a go. Just an absolute beautiful manner.
That's a strike.
As we approach the end of the first quarter, we're all tied up at 3. You're watching the SFL presented by APM Music.
Follow the SFL on Twitter at SimulationFL, on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels. You're already here, right? Might as well stay tuned. Get league updates on your phone while browsing the internet, and make sure you never miss a live broadcast. Thank you for supporting the SFL.
Second quarter, Ray Bethany up the middle for 6 yards. Score tied at 3. Las Vegas needs this game to help secure a playoff berth by beating Mexico City, but they do need some help, specifically some losses from Chicago, Carolina, or New Orleans.
It's possible, but it's a tall order.
As Bentley is stopped in the backfield on the 2nd down and 6 carry, making it 3rd and 9. Harley Stone in on the tackle, his 2nd TFL of the day.
Well, we've got ourselves an old-fashioned one here early, Colin, a 3-3 tie, as these teams grind each other up.
Somebody showed us to Roger Goodell, because it's forward to him as that pass is intercepted by Anthony Wayo.
For those of you looking for a little more excitement, you're welcome.
And the former Tallahassee Pride member, pass intended for Wilson's best friend Mike Daggs. His 2 other sons play on the defensive side of the ball as Wayo comes away with the interception. As we get a scoring update from SFL headquarters, the Dallas Lobos. We covered their game versus Vegas early in the year, up 3-0 over the Pharaohs, so that's good news for Vegas. as Rahman will take a shot down the middle field of Blades and to the 30-yard line, first down to the tall, lanky rookie. Oh, that was a duck. It came out of Rahman's hand, but still found its way to Blades' arms.
It quacked its way to safety as the Fury tries to take advantage of a turnover.
Rahman changes the play at the line of scrimmage. He has 3 wide, gives to Redford. Redford ran over one defender, but he'll still lose a yard. Jack Brown on the tackle. Mexico City clinches an automatic playoff berth by beating Vegas, and Sioux Falls losing their game today as Rahman throws it out to Blades once again. John Blades steps out of bounds at the 28-yard line, setting up a 3rd and 8.
John Blades, a favorite target, and turning out to be a good one so far in this game.
Matched up against King Wallace as Rahman back to throw, has a clean pocket over the middle of the field. Blades dropped it and it's intercepted by Jeffrey Daggs.
Oh, there we
John
go.
Blades dropped the ball and Jeffrey Daggs was like, oh boy, I better run with the ball.
So, and just like that, we exited the 1910s in terms of football style. And here we go.
Looks like Blades just flat out dropped the ball. He must have gotten popcorn on his hands.
Maybe.
There's a look at K.L. Barrett. Of course, his fellow wide receiver Richard Montague, known as the Miracle Man for that Hail Mary touchdown pass a few years ago as Wilson takes a deep drop. He goes that way to Montague, and it's out of bounds at the 41-yard line. We're good enough for a first down. Here's another look at it one more time. Just running the deep out to perfection and getting both feet in bounds.
Nice. Well done. Well executed. Pretty play. Oh,
and John Bond, head coach of this team,
maybe a
is
little
challenging the play on the field.
Maybe a little too pretty.
As R62 will take a look at this, you know, it's interesting Mexico's history with R62. There was a clipping call that went against the Aztecs last year that preserved Tallahassee's undefeated season. As that's a good challenge for Vegas as the call is overturned and the pass is incomplete.
Wow.
It looked good to me, but R62 says otherwise.
R62 and the boys in the booth say no, 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 no.
We have a 2nd and 10 from 27. We got one receiver to either side. Split backs, including Andreas Tovar. And Bentley follows Tovar up the middle for 5 yards, setting up a 3rd and 5. Welcome in Ramos Lin, a man I'm certainly familiar with. I got to start with this organization when they were called Santa Fe Gorillas as a player. I appreciated Ramos taking a chance on me then.
Oh, CCC.
As Wilson throws it out to Bentley. Bentley tried to break a tackle, but he could not. And he'll end up 3 yards short of first down. Merrick Itera, as well as number 50. Chuck Warsaw ain't on the tackle together. And Lopez again on the field for a punt. Here's the kick from Lopez. It's a high kick. And Jackson, trying to spin across, will get knocked down at the 34.
For just a moment, he looks like he's been knocked out.
you want to talk about measurables, let's talk about one guy on the Vegas team who has some unusual measurables. That's Thomas Rahman, 6'5", 240. Usually tall for a quarterback. He's back to throw. Throws deep, and King Wallace bats it in the air. Pass intended for Blades. There's a look at Mr. Wallace.
One of those out route specials, Colin.
To Blades, that's his 5th catch on 6 targets. He's been reliably catching every ball that he has thrown his way, although he dropped that one last drive that led to that pick.
You know, every sport kind of is like Little League, and here we go. Las Vegas doesn't want to make that mistake again and turn the ball over when they had a little cooking going.
Funk in the slot. Instead, they'll throw it out to Redford, and King Wallace with a great open field tackle on the natural.
Two good players, and Redford's stiff arm seems to get jammed back in his shoulder socket as he goes nowhere after first contact with Wallace.
There's a look at man. As McCrack kicks this away. And then the return by Dags is all the way up to the 24. We'll get a look at Matt Wilson and the rest of this offense. Of course, Wilson inducted into the SFL Hall of Fame as part of their inaugural class in the players in the user player category. Wilson turns and gives to Ray Bentley, the Season 9 Championship MVP, who gets smacked down by Max Jackson hard after a pickup of about 8 yards, setting up a 2nd and 2. Under center is Wilson. As Bentley and Tovar in the backfield will give to Bentley again, follows Tovar's block, but he gets blasted down by Boyka. Yuri Boyka knocks him down at the 38, but now before he gets a first down. I tell you, these fullbacks, man, they're the unsung heroes back there, having to do the dirty work, clearing the way for big stars.
Absolutely, and I think that's a missing ingredient in a lot of SFL teams right now.
As the throw over the middle to Montague is cut for the first down on the slant cut. He was able just to get ahead of the sticks.
Yeah, let me develop that too a little bit more. You've got to try and get an advantage if you don't have all the athletes that you need to go mano-a-mano against your opponent's defense. So you've got to scheme an extra hat on these running plays.
As Wilson only has 25 yards passing, gives off to Bentley, who picks up another 4 on the ground.
And you can do that with, single wing or wing T concepts or other things like that, or pulling guards or tackles on sweeps. Or you can have a fullback. And I think you see effective use of that helps a lot of teams in certain situations.
As here's to get to Bentley. He's racked up in the backfield. Looks like Warsaw came bursting through the middle of the traffic. Set up a 3rd and 7. Only Alaska and Vancouver do his fullbacks on a contracted basis, but Alaska uses theirs as a primary ball carrier as Wilson drops back to throw, pump fakes, has all day, throws, looking for Daggs, who had it knocked away by Yuri Boyka. Oh. Pocket was collapsing around Wilson, but he just couldn't find his best friend, Daggs, who came over in the offseason from Queen City, and along with the rest of his boys on this team, formed one of the great family units in the Simulation Football League. In terms of father-son combos playing.
Yep, it's a family deal.
It's Max Jackson. Only returns it to the 15, and Tom Rahman and the rest of his offense trying to break through this stingy Aztec defense.
Yeah, it looked like they had a little secret sauce going on that first drive and early in the game. And they got 3 points out of it, but since then, the adjustments that...
As the throw from Rahman goes out to Redford. Redford kind of had to circle back to get the ball, but still picks up 6 yards as Rahman's now up to 76. Both quarterbacks have an interception. Wilson only at 25 yards passing. They've been relying more on Ray Bentley.
The adjustments that Ramos Lin and his staff have made here in game are impressive.
So we get a scoring update from Dallas, Texas. The Lobos remain in front of Pharaohs by a score of 3-0. As the throw over the middle on 3rd and 4 is dropped. Couldn't see what the pass was intended for. And then...
What was that?
And then Alan Powers knocked it out, but they focused on the defensive tackle. Must be... I don't know what it was.
Heck was that?
Oh, that was 2nd down and 4. This is 3rd and 4. What the heck? I've never seen anything like that in my life. John Blades actually lost 4 yards on a pass play.
And now you got to expect more out of Blades there. He knows he's coming back to the ball. His momentum is carrying himself in the wrong direction. He should have just batted that ball to the ground instead of losing 3 or 4 yards.
Welcome in Brett Funk, among others, to the chat as Dustin McRack has to kick this from his goal line. He gets a pretty good kick out of it, and Jeffrey Daggs is pinned back at his own 44.
It's a decent punt, but when you're letting it go from your own goal line, even a decent punt results in good field position for the opposition. And let's see if the Aztecs, Colin, can take advantage of it here at 1st and 10 on their own 44 with 2:30 to go before halftime.
12 carries for 59 yards for Bentley, averaging close to 5 yards a carry. He's the man nicknamed the Altered Beast by his teammates. As the throw goes over in the middle, there's a catch by Mike Daggs. He was targeted a few times in the early going, and Mr. Daggs hauls that one in for a 1st down to the 45.
Let's see if they show a sense of urgency, and they do not. There's your huddle, ladies and gentlemen. Well, maybe they call 2 plays in the huddle here. This thing going.
Will they get it off before the 2-minute warning? They will not.
No.
2-minute warning here from Vegas. Game tied at 3, but Aztecs have the ball on the move in Fury territory. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to check out one of our Great League partners who just hopped on board this year, Show Business Studios, the official home of the SFL convention. Meanwhile, back in the field, they have a 1st and 10. Twins receivers to the bottom side of the formation, split backs for the Aztecs is Bentley up the middle. Will only pick up 1, and the clock is running. Merrick Itera lays his shoulder into Mr. Bentley. But the clock continues to run. Keep in mind the Aztecs elected to receive the ball, so it's critical for them that they get at least 3 out of this drive. Throws. He was looking for, I think it was Dags, but it was broken up by defenders. As we get an update from Dallas, the Lobos tack on a touchdown. Probably on that prolific arm of Sebastian Synergy to one of his 4 wideouts. And back on the field, we have a 3rd and 9 from the 43 of Vegas. The clock stops with 1:31 to go. Standard pro set backfield. And here's Wilson throwing to Mike Dags, and Dags' his second catch. But yet, I don't see the hurry up. This must be from the Harbaugh School of Clock Management.
Well, maybe they are on the plus side of the field. Maybe they want to burn some more clock here.
And they will hand off to Bentley. Bentley's got room.
Oh!
Doesn't get out of bounds, and here comes the hurry up.
No first down and no out of bounds, so.
This isn't college, so the clock doesn't stop after the change are set as Wilson throws this out to Tovar, and Tovar actually gets out of bounds, but he didn't gain anything.
Oh, no. Right. Well, the point is that either get the first down, get a fresh set of downs, which is valuable, or stopping the clock, which is valuable. If you have an opportunity to do those things, great. He did neither.
2 receivers to the top. Tovar and Bentley are the split backs in a pro set backfield as throw over the middle, sliding catch by Dags. 1st and goal at the 9, and here goes the hurry up. No, that was Montague, rather, out of the slot.
Montague.
Wilson drops back to throw. Throws for the end zone, and it's out of bounds.
Ooh.
Pass intended for K.L. Barrett. Clock stop.
He can't believe it. He just threw it about a step and a half too deep. The right idea.
And a replay booth buzzed down and says, hey, guys, we want to take a look at this. This could be a really big play.
Was he able to have possession in bounds? Let's see.
Looks, he ran a corner route.
He's got it. Nope. Looks like the first foot down is his right foot out of bounds.
After review, the play stands. The pass was incomplete. The catch was made out of bounds.
Ruling on the field stands. Welcome in New Orleans Pharaohs owner and former Aztec himself, Aaron Arrington, into the chat, who says, let's go Mexico City. As Wilson changes the play. Back to throw. Over the middle.
Ooh.
Pass is complete. And timeout is called as K.L. Barrett catches that one that time in the field of play.
We're down to 29 seconds on the doorstep. 3rd and goal, Colin. You are watching the Simulation Football League, presented by APM Music on YouTube.
We have a 3rd and goal from the 2. Clock stopped with 29 seconds left. Mexico City has 2 timeouts, so the whole playbook is open. Standard pro set backfield. Wilson quick drop. Has to get rid of it. Does! End zone touchdown to K.L. Barrett.
There's your Mexico City touchdown, everybody.
And Mr. Barrett catches it on the quick slant over the middle.
Ooh.
Just blew past Merrick Itera that time.
It was not necessarily the best, the most professionally thrown ball, but great receiver with good hands. Gets the job done.
That's Cole Varner. Ready to boot this one. Kind of a funky snap, but the man with the big leg gets it through.
You know, and he allowed a little bit of time for the holder to place the ball, which is good. And what a great talent that is, Colin, to be able to sort of interrupt your process still get a good kick on the ball. Good strike.
Here's the kick from Varner to the dangerous Max Jackson. We've seen him return a couple of kicks for touchdowns. And he's not going to do it this time as he gets out to the 23.
Seems to run right into the gaggle of blockers. And
yeah, we had the multi-man wedge here in the SFL. We still allow that, unlike that other league.
that other league, that's right. I think he was obviously making the bet that was going to produce a lane for him. It did not.
4 wide receivers for Vegas. First and 10 from their 23. Tom Rahman back to pass. That's a good pocket, but runs right in the arms of a defender, and it looks like Vegas will just go into out. Oh, wait a minute. Clock stopped. It's defensive end Alan Romero prone on the field, and trainers are being summoned. We're getting a little look at it. Looks like Romero came up a bit
lame,
gimpy on his.
Yeah, I was running, and now I'm down, so the Las Vegas faithful are not happy about that. I think that's a little bit of a acting job. No way to tell for sure.
As Rahman back to throw on 2nd and 14. Bobs this one deep at John Blades behind the rest of the defense, but King Wallace saved what could have been a touchdown.
Oh, my. Well. Now they're going to give it another shot. 13 seconds left.
As the throw down the middle of the field, is dropped. This time it's Brett Funk.
Oh, my goodness.
He was open, though. But Franagawa knocked it away at the last minute. Agawa step for step with Funk. As we get a final score from that other league, the Detroit Lions beat the Green Bay Packers 31-23.
Amazing. As the world stops spinning on its axis.
As we get 109 seconds left from McRack. Rushes on, he gets it away. And there's the gun. Jeffrey Daggs will get knocked down at the 46. So we reach halftime. The score is Mexico City 10, Las Vegas 3. Fury have 30 minutes to salvage their playoff hopes. We'll be back in a moment. But first, a word from the SFL.
The Simulation Football League is presented by APM Music and is the official theme music provider of the SFL. Listen to their Champions Will Rise soundtrack at apmmusic.com today and search through thousands of tracks to boost the quality of your stream just like us. APM Music, production music library and custom music house.
The halftime highlights continue to scroll across your screen. Folks, it's worth noting that despite the score, both cornerbacks have turned out pretty well, except Wilson has the 1 touchdown pass, whereas Rahman just has the 1 pick but no touchdowns. Both kickers have made 1 field goal apiece. And Vegas will receive to start the third quarter. They've had their opportunities for some big plays, but a little bit better defense by the corners, specifically from Mexico City, have been making the difference so far. Matt Rage ready to kick this in the air. We're underway. My colleague stepped out for a minute. He wanted to sample the buffet as Jeffrey Diggs does a double spin move. There goes Jeffrey Diggs, 50, 40, 30, 20, and Jeffrey Diggs takes the opening kickoff all the way home. Does 2 spin moves in the hole, and there he goes. The young man who came over from London in the offseason extends the Mexico lead up to 17-3. Rick, you missed the opening kickoff return.
So you're ratting me out that I had to take a break. Thank you very much, my broadcasting partner of many years.
As Cole Varner boots on the extra points, so we're just barely underway in the third, but Mexico City starting to exert a little pressure now on Vegas.
Well, special teams are special for a reason, and there you go.
They're responsible for 10 of the 17 points Mexico City has right now at the moment. And you know what the kicker was? There was a double spin move in the hole that caused him to break open as Max Jackson almost broke it open.
Wants to return the favor. Absolutely. Well, even though it's just the start of the second half, Colin, this clearly puts some pressure on Las Vegas, who hasn't been able to put anything more than an early field goal on the board.
And they had their moments. A couple of those deep passes were knocked away.
And now they're down by 2 scores.
As Rahman will go deep to Blades, and John Blades has the catch to the 43-yard line.
This is how we do it. This is how. Sorry.
7 catches for 63 yards for Blades as he gets behind King Wallace. Just runs a beautiful corner. Perfectly placed ball for the 6'4" Blades, and it's a first down. Welcome in new guy Roland Smith. We always appreciate new folks checking our product out.
Absolutely.
Pride ourselves as the world's first controllerless esport, as Rahman over the middle completes it again to Blades. That's his 8th catch. To the Aztec 30-yard line, picks up about 11 or 12. There's a look at Brett Funk. He's had problems with drops, so you could say he's in a bit of a funk.
Yeah, he's had a couple catches and then a couple of missed opportunities, let's say. They're going to need him to get going.
As Rahman back to throw, steps up, throws, and this goes to Funk that time. There he is. He picks up 8 yards.
He's jacked up like it's a big gain or a score, but maybe he's just excited he was able to catch that. That was well defended.
Update from Dallas. Pharaohs have been able to put a kick on the board and, make it a 7-point ball game. As the handoff goes to Redford, and Redford picks up the first down. Pickup of about 3, we'll call it.
Moving the sticks. Exactly. Like I just need you O-line dudes. Get me a small hole or move them back a yard and a half. And
8 catches or 75 yards for Blades. We haven't seen that three-man backfield look from Vegas yet today as they give off to Redford out of the eye. Up the middle, he picks up 3 yards. Jack Brown on attack.
Yeah, they could be saving it for something special, but you're right, Colin. That's sort of a staple of their offensive scheme this season.
We have 3 wide receivers. Funk is in the slot with Blades at the top as Redford gets another carry, and this time he only grinds out to the 15. Jack Brown with a savage tackle. Don't show this game to Roger Goodell. It's got too much violence. We have a 3rd and 6, and they'll give it to Redford, and he makes it a 1st and goal as he marches down for a gain down to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 10.
Not only to make the first down, he appears to be making this his personal mission to get the Fury back into this game. Currently down by 2 scores with 7:28 to go.
Solomon Crow, the fullback, and Butch Coolidge, the center, number 73, with a couple good downfield blocks to spin Redford on that play. Here's the give again to Redford. This time he's close. He's down to the goal line, but he's not quite in. But he's holding the ball aloft as if to say, I scored.
I made that thing, yeah. Yeah, and you'll notice as he gets into the linebackers there, Redford actually looks like he's got a little lineman swim move. We're not going to see it again, but he puts a swim move on to get himself right on the goal line.
Raymond Tango is flexed out, and Redford walks into the end zone untouched. That's an easy touchdown.
I was just going to say, that was too easy. You watch the Fury offensive line blow off the line of scrimmage there. And Redford just has to kind of make sure he stays behind him. Right, look at that. And they move most of the Fury D-line backwards.
The Aztec.
I'm sorry, yeah, the Aztec. I'm so excited about the Fury O-line play.
Solomon Crow with a good block in the hole on Jack Brown, just to kind of screen him and get in the way. Extra point from Mr. Matt Rage is up and through. So, Vegas fans have a little to get excited about.
So they answer that opening kickoff, Colin. The kickoff return by the Aztecs. And come back and put 7 on the board to make it a 1-score game. And the Fury is feeling a lot better about themselves.
Welcome in the Denver Nightwings owner, Jeremy Vega, to the chat. Welcome, Mr. Jeremy.
Well, thank you for the compliment, Denver Nightwings.
As Jeffrey Daggs spins up to the 27. Now the lead's tightened down to just a single score. If you're Mexico, you want to drive this down the field and at least get 3. That's what I'd be thinking. Bentley's in the backfield along with Tobar. Daggs is the tight end. 1 receiver to either side. Wilson under center. Little turn give to Bentley, and it gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. Mike Fats Johnson on the run stop, as Bentley is now at 70 yards. Redford up to 37 in the touchdowns. And a touchdown. Welcome in, Andy Hamilton.
Mr. Hamilton.
And the give off to Bentley. He'll make it a 3rd and 6 as he's a little bit slow to get up.
I wanted to pick up a couple more yards, but Aztecs, are they happy to just kind of run some clock and keep the ground game going? I don't know. That might be a little bit of a mistake here, Colin, with plenty of time.
2 receivers to the bottom. Press coverage, and they give to Bentley, and he's not going to get there.
With the Fury coming to life on the offensive side of the ball. Colin, the Aztecs have to keep their foot on the gas.
Which they didn't do that time. One would argue. Andy's already saying, I want to see Vegas make it in addition to New Orleans as well in terms of playoff spots. With his team eliminated, his team, Andy's team being the Vancouver Legion. We called a few of their games this year.
Yes, we did. We had the pleasure of doing that. Quality organization run by Andy Hamilton and the boys. Oh, sorry, they're in Canada. Quality organization.
Welcome in Sioux Falls strong safety and defensive coordinator AJ Levy to the chat. Hey, buddy. As Rahman throws down the middle of the field. Oh, it's caught by Brett Funk to the Mexico 43.
Oh.
And Rahman has heated up in a major way. He's now up to 147 in terms of passing yards.
And you had talked about Funk earlier. He gets himself open. Rahman delivers. On that double crossing route, did you notice that?
Yeah, one guy ran short, one guy ran deep. Good play design by John Bond and his coaching staff. As Redford up the middle, and Robert will pick up 2 yards.
Yeah, excellent play designed by John Bond by Jovi.
He?
John Bond by Jovi.
As we reach halftime in Dallas, the Lobos are in front of the Pharaohs 17-3. As the throw goes deep to Blades, and Bud Blades is in the end zone. He's tied up this ball game. The deep pass goes right over the outstretched fingertips of one King Wallace, and Blades just takes it in the rest of the way. Pretty easy. We're going to look at it here.
Let's watch him just run a simple hitch and go.
Yeah, it looks like a corner, but he had a little hitch step with it.
And he basically never stopped running fast, and Mexico pays for the inattentiveness
on their last offensive possession. I agree. As Sir Chappelle looks like he goes, uh-oh, Vegas offense looks like Carolina with a lead offense. Referring to their last game when they played Chicago and went all Marty Ball on them. As it looks like everybody in the Western Conference who owns a team, whether they made it or not, are in the chat.
I appreciate all the viewers.
As Mighty RX, owner of the Alaska Storm, is in as Jeff Redags gets his butt planted by a defensive lineman.
And he still celebrates his return.
Augustus Gibson knocked him down 6'2", 305. Wow.
All right, back to business here. Let's see what the Aztecs have done. Their last two possessions, not so much. And now they're in a dogfight.
Bentley up the middle. Ray Bentley will pick up about 7 yards. We got a few more obligations as far as advertisements to go. Trying to figure out with the boys in the truck where to fit them in.
That's right. Well, they're so into this game and at risk of not paying attention.
Bentley up the middle on 2nd, 2, picks up a first down, carrying 2 defenders, including Warsaw on his back with him. And Bentley's starting to heat up. He was at 76 yards to start to drive.
Yeah, maybe that was the reason they were handing off to him in the other possession, Colin. They want to get him going a little more.
Can run off the play action of it. Reminds me of an offense I like to watch every Saturday.
There you go.
As it's a 2nd and 10 handoff to Bentley. He gets stopped in the backfield. Now a word from the SFL.
Join the world's fastest growing sim football community by jumping onto our Discord server. Use the Discord command in chat to keep up with schedules, news, notes, announcements, and polls. Jump off the sidelines and into the action, here where we're loading legends at the SFL.
As the pass was complete to Bentley on 2nd down, sets up a 3rd and 6 from their own 43. Wilson to throw. He has to dump it off to Ray. Ray has to get going upfield, but he can't get going up fast enough.
Oh, no. 2-0 burgers to the right side of the formation. And that little flare out, and they cannot convert the first down.
And Lopez once again has to punt. And drama starting to ratchet up ever so slightly.
Las Vegas is licking their chops to get this ball back in the hands of their offense and Tom Rahman.
Max Jackson, he's the dynamic return man. We've seen him. Although this time he'll call for a fair catch at the 20.
Right.
I start talking up a guy, and then he just like puts his hand in
He
the
didn't
air.
want to get his uniform dirty or something.
What, did his mom not want to clean it for him
I
again?
don't know. I don't know. You know, usually there's one, you're in imminent threat of being clocked. He had room to roam.
As offset eye in the backfield. Here's the pulling guard for Redford, and Robert Redford breaks the tackle and picks up a first down. So he follows big number 64, Emmeline DeFalco. And Redford is now up to 51 yards.
Nice job on the pronunciation. And Redford says, I got your Bentley. Hold my beer. Check this out.
He takes out the safety, Jeffrey Daggs, breaks the tackle, Jeff Brown, and Nick Daggs has to clean up the mess. Now they line up opposite. This time it's more of a weak eye setup. Grow in front of Redford. This time they'll throw over the middle, complete. And that is tight end number 86, Raymond Tango, 6'2", 246. And he and Gabriel Cash are more of the blocking tight ends.
Yeah, on that previous play, by the way, and that weak eye back goes out and turns into the lead blocker for the receiver.
As Redford up the middle.
Downfield. That was really good play design. The Aztecs had some coverage leak out underneath or behind the lead blocker, so they were able to stone him a little shorter than what that play design would have been. But
We have a 3rd and 2 in this, fast approaching the end of the quarter. I wanted to get to an upset alert as Houston is in front of Tallahassee in the 3rd quarter, 28-13. As Rahman deep down the middle of the field, pass is caught by Blades, and that'll be the end of the quarter.
wow.
That's his first down at the 39. We got an update from Dallas. The Pharaohs are now trailing 24-3 in the 3rd quarter. As we start the 4th quarter here, and the boss man tells me if the results hold, Vegas clinches the final playoff spot if they can pull off the win versus Mexico City. And they start off with a Robert Redford carry around the right side, and he picks up 5 yards, setting up 2nd and 5.
Based on the intensity here of the Las Vegas Fury, Colin, in the 3rd quarter, now in the early ticks of the 4th, they are fully intent on winning this game and getting themselves in the playoffs.
We have 3 wide receivers, standard split backfield. Here's to get the Redford up the middle. He sort of stopped at the line of scrimmage. Jack Brown, along with number 98, Darian Lopez. to defensive tackle spot, bring him down together, setting up a 3rd and 4. Now we have both receivers split to the bottom, same back setup with Redford and Crow. Rahman drops to throw, over the middle, completes it to Blades, and the big rookie picks up a 1st down to the 26.
They had a lot of options on that, and they seem to get closed off one by one, and he hits Blades. Probably was a safety valve on that, Colin. He's smart enough to run just beyond the sticks on that shallow cross. 1st down.
As the I formation, hand off to Redford, and Robert Redford picks up a yard, and good point by the commissioner in the chat. He says if the Pharaohs lose, Carolina and Chicago clinch a playoff spot, both of them. So that means, hence there's White, the only one remaining. As back to throw is Rahman. Rahman has to dump this off to Redford, and Redford gets stopped on the line of scrimmage on 2nd down. Rahman now up to 220. Wilson stuck at 71. Each have a touchdown and an interception.
Now the Aztecs showing a little moxie here as they put the Fury into a 3rd and long situation, Colin, in a tie ball game.
The intensity. It's so thick you can cut it with a knife. It's the pass from Redford goes out to Blades, and Blades steps out of bounds at the 20, but it'll set up a potential leading field goal.
Yes, a tie-breaking field goal, and just a few yards going to make a big difference. I think they were already in range, but
make it all the more comfortable for the kicker.
Yep, the 5-yard pickup helps.
Gabriel Cash is Dennis Charney is the long snapper. Cole Trickle is the holder. That operation goes smooth, and the kick is good from 36.
Well, Las Vegas comes from 2 scores down to take a 1-score lead here in Sin City.
With 8:09 to go. Buckle up, folks. It's going to be a crazy ride.
At this point, the Aztecs can only hope so, Colin.
Jeffrey Daggs already has 1 return. He sets his mates up with good field position. And if I'm Matt Wilson, I really got to get my arm going, get the guys involved. You have that 1 touchdown pass to Barrett. But, you know, Daggs has had a few catches. Montague's had a catch or 2. You just got to get those guys more involved.
Ideally, the Aztecs want to have a time-consuming drive that result at least in 3 points, with Las Vegas seeming to have their act together on offense now.
1st and 10, the carry to Bentley. That's his 23rd carry. He gets stopped on the line of scrimmage by that man, Mike Fats Johnson. Get a load of these measurables. He's 6'7", 320. Talk about a freak of nature.
Yeah, is it true? The rumor's true. He's got to consume something like 6,000 or 7,000 calories a day just to maintain.
As Wilson drops back to throw, throws it out to Montague, sets up a 3rd and 4. That's a pickup of 6. Wilson now up to 77 yards passing. He started to drive at 71. My math is correct.
Could be.
Split backs in the backfield. Mike Daggs has been awfully quiet today. He's lined up in the bottom of the formation. Wilson instead goes to Barrett for the 1st down.
There you
Out
go.
of bounds goes Mr. Barrett.
Nice job, Wilson. He's patient. He needed some time for someone to break open. Watch this. He's just waiting. He knows he's going to get over there. There you go.
Merrick Itera, the lone corner on this team. You know, they run with a couple of safeties, and so far, Montague hasn't been getting the looks as much as nearly as I thought he would be at this point.
He has had some plays, but you're right, Colin. Maybe a little quieter than expectations. As we want to welcome Denver, the service dog, into the booth.
As the throw goes out to Barrett, he gets knocked down by Itera, but we have a flag. We have a flag down. R62 with the call. Oh, my. We have pass interference on the Fury. It looks like Itera got there a little too early. I didn't see it, but they called it.
Yeah,
it's a 15-yard penalty. Moves the ball up to the Aztec 49.
No replay on that. And as I mentioned, Denver, the service dog, makes the roadie here to Las Vegas. He'd be on the chat, except he doesn't have a phone, and, well, he doesn't have thumbs.
As here's to get to Bentley on first down, and Ray Bentley pushes into Las Vegas territory. He picks up 5, and with that carry, he's now over 100 yards. He's at 103. It's Tom Rahman, the quarterback. He says horse crap in regards to that last call. His son, Papa Rahman Jr., is a linebacker for Denver. Denver Nightwings, rather. As Bentley up the middle picks up the first down with ease as he gets to the 35, and stomachs start to tighten as the season 9 MVP all of a sudden looks like he's in peak form. What a block by Andreas Tobar to get the initial man who was right down the hole as soon as Bentley got the ball. Press coverage from Vegas. Montague to the bottom here. Again, they get to Bentley, and they probably went back to the well one too many times.
Possibly well defended there by your Las Vegas Fury D-line.
Yes, the fella's had a lot of father-son combos throughout the years in terms of players.
And broadcasters.
As Bentley takes the carry and second down. This time he finds an opening. It's Mike Deggs to a beautiful block. And Anthony Wild tackles him at the 17 where it'll be first down.
There's a rumbling and a bumbling and a stumbling downfield.
Tovar with a good block. Mike Daggs with a beautiful block on the strong safety, Max Jackson.
When you see Bentley is all business. He sees the tackle coming, and he just focuses on running. Nothing fancy there.
Press coverage from Las Vegas. Again to Bentley, and Ray is surging up the middle of the field. He picks up 7 on first down. Down to the 10 it goes as the clock winds under 5 minutes.
Somebody's plugged that boy in. He is electric right now.
Update from Dallas. Farrow's on the board, 24-10. In the third quarter, don't forget to download the ScoreStream app for all the latest scores from around the league. Meanwhile, back here, Ray Bentley got another carry. This time he's in the open field, but Max Jackson saves the touchdown, but only first and goal.
He makes sure to get the first down. He's hunting the end zone. Good combo tackle, but my, how is he able to roam free almost to the goal line, Colin?
Daniel Martinez and the rest of the guys on that side of the offensive line just wiped out the Vegas front. And Andreas Tovar blocked one guy, but Max Jackson knifed in there to make the stop. Here's the kid to Bentley, and no, that's not Ray. In fact, it ran him so much, that was the backup, number 34.
On that previous play, Colin, how do you...
Frank Sanchez.
If you're the Fury, Bentley being such a threat, how do you allow yourself to get sealed off and not have an opportunity to make a play on him?
As Wilson over the middle. Oh, looking for Mike Daggs in the back of the end zone. You know Daggs, he's a rather big guy. He's 6'7", 265, and inviting target in the red zone to say the least.
A lot of good decisions to get down here on the goal line, and I'm not going to put that play in that category with Bentley working so well and the line blocking so well. And then Wilson there were two opportunities for the Fury to pick that ball.
As third and goal from the 3, Wilson is set.
Oh, no.
And it looks like they'll have to kick a field goal.
Yeah, they'll have to, because you've got to at least tie this game. Very disappointing there.
This is nothing more than an extra point. This is from the left hash. A little hold. The back quarterback. Rosens. And it is good from 23 yards away. So the tension is once again ratcheted up. But did Vegas leave too much time? Did Mexico City leave too much time for Vegas to do something? As the kick is away. Fielded by Jackson. And Jackson will take it to the 21, so 2:52 left. First and 10 for Las Vegas from their own 21-yard line. As Rahman over the middle, Redford went backwards and he lost 3 yards.
Come on, boys.
They run, hurry up. Rahman going deep for Blades, and it's knocked away. John Blades, 12 catches on 15 targets. He does have a drop, though.
Not only is the Fury in danger of turning the ball over, having to punt, but from this field position, they would give Mexico City possession in very good field position.
As Rahman goes deep,
and
Brett Funk open, and Brett Funk looks like he's going to run away, but he gets down to the 15-yard line, and they'll let this one down, presumably to the 2-minute warning.
Wow. Now, how the worm has turned.
A deep pass from Rahman to Blades. Look at that, 2 hands on the ball. Brooke Pablo Zamora's tackle. We haven't heard much from him. But the return man, Jeffrey Daggs, slows him down at the last minute.
Well, well, well. Now, Las Vegas needs to burn about 2 minutes off the clock, which will be hard to do. Mexico City has 3 timeouts.
2-minute warning. First and 10 from the 15.
Fury would ideally like to score with almost no time left, either a touchdown or field goal, which is probably the plan. But they need to try and finesse a first down.
As over the middle, pass is complete. Down
and
to the tight end as Mexico City now calls a timeout. They sense the impending doom.
Well, obviously, the playbook for Mexico City is a strip, sack, pick, some kind of defensive
play so that you can get yourself into overtime. It's Robert
Oh!
Redford.
Did he
He
break the
almost got
plane?
in the end zone. No,
Oh!
he did not.
Oh, it sure looked like it. Well, there you go. They finessed a first down without scoring. Still able to bleed some time as Mexico City down to their last stoppage.
It'll be an interesting quandary for the
Quandary,
for the Aztecs. Do you let
Dude.
Vegas score right now,
right?
or do you stop them? We'll see what decision they make. And
There it is.
they stop him.
Wait,
And,
wait, how was that not a touchdown? Was his knee down prior to breaking the plane?
Yeah,
Me no get.
we have
We are not going to get another look at it either.
a second and goal.
Oh.
I know where this is going. They're going to give to Redford again. As Robert walks into the end zone on his second try from the goal line. And Vegas takes a 6-point lead pending the extra point with just over a minute and change left. Matt Rage for the all-critical PAT. As the kick is good. So with 1:47 left, Vegas in front by 7, 27-20. Aztecs must go the full length of the field to score.
Well, now, let's remember the Aztecs have gone the full length of the field to score on a kickoff return. So Las Vegas needs to mind their P's and Q's and stay in their lanes.
Maintain gap integrity.
Ooh, that sounds like a real important thing.
As the kick goes down to the 3, and Jeffrey Daggs up the middle of the field. Can't wade through the traffic. And they will start on their own 26 with 1:42 left, no timeouts. Now, a quick word about our social media here at the SFL.
Follow the SFL on Twitter at SimulationFL, on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels. You're already here, right? Might as well stay tuned. Get league updates on your phone while browsing the internet, and make sure you never miss a live broadcast. Thank you for supporting the SFL.
Pass was over the middle of Mike Daggs, pick up a 7, and the hurry up is now in full force as Ray Bentley gets out of bounds at their own 34, stopping the clock with 1:26 left, setting up a 3rd and 2.
Not much yardage gained there, but they do stop the clock. Remember, Mexico City has no timeouts left, and they need to stick this in the end zone.
Yes, they must. Third and 2. They'll put it in Wilson's hands. Oh, it was nearly intercepted. Merrick Itera dove for the ball.
It was a true jump ball.
Parallel to K.L. Barrett.
A true jump ball there. Wondering who would come down with it. This time, nobody. Does stop the clock, but it's 4th and 2.
Crowd on their feet here at Silver State Stadium, cheering on their fury. Trying to go for the upset of the venerable franchise, but it's complete over the middle to Mike Daggs. Or no, that's Richard Montague.
The Aztecs survived that one.
For now. Again, they go back to Montague. He's touchdown at the 49.
He's touched down. Don't get excited.
As the throw over the middle, it's ping pong. I think he was looking for Tobar, the fullback, who just flat out dropped it.
57 ticks left. 3rd and 1. Aztecs desperately trying to pull this one out. They need a touchdown and a successful PAT to force overtime.
Update from Dallas. The Lobos now in front of the Pharaohs 24-13. Meanwhile, back in the field is the 3rd and 1.
Oh!
Wilson is sacked!
And the clock is running. 4th and 4. This can be the ball game.
Wilson to throw. Diggs!
That's a first down. 35 ticks left, Colin.
Yeah. As Wilson spikes the ball with 28 seconds left.
And that's a smart play as they pick up a new set of downs, and they need a moment or two to catch their breath. Game plan these last few plays.
They need something big down the field.
Well, one option is a quick out. Try and get yourself a little more yardage and then start taking some shots.
Don't you hate those outs, though?
I do, but right now they could be valuable. 5-6 yards, stopping the clock.
Wilson back to throw. Medium drop. Oh! Pat Johnson brought him down.
He gets pushed down. It's like, have a seat, young man.
And 3rd and 16. Wilson, 2 Dags. They get back to the original line of scrimmage. But I don't think it's going to matter. Clock is running. 7, 6, 5. They're taking too much time. Now they let it go. They have to go to the end zone. Montague's tackled at the 24. It's over. Las Vegas wins.
Wow. Wow.
They did their part of the equation. Now let's see what happens in some of the other games that are going on at the moment.
Congratulations, Las Vegas. Mexico City, you made it interesting. That's for sure.
Only 65 rushing yards from Robert Redford. But how about Thomas Rahman? Over 300 yards passing.
Wow.
Including that long touchdown to Blades. It's part of it. Scoring frenzy here in the second. Wilson only had 144. Both kickers made 2 field goals. Congratulations all around, specifically for Max Jackson, who makes the playoffs after being this close to making playoffs last year with San Francisco. Just a game difference, and they would have been in the playoffs.
Don't forget to flip over to Carolina and Chicago. Still 10 minutes to go in that game.
As Dallas and New Orleans. The 10:06. I'll be flipping over that game as soon as we get off the air. Jeffrey Daggs over 216 return yards plus that long touchdown. Valiant effort by the Aztecs late, but Mike Fats Johnson, one of the cornerstones when this franchise started signing players, with the key play that ultimately made the difference. And John Blades is your player of the game. 12 catches, 149 yards, and a touchdown. 12.4 yards per catch. Congratulations to the Rook.
Wow, with that stare, I think that's worth a good 7 yards per catch right there.
For those of us at the Simulation Football League, I'm Colin Northrup. He's Rick Northrup. Good night, everybody.